Greetings, crew of the Astral Express. This is our first encounter. Though given that I have encountered you in foresight, perhaps I should say the second. I am Fu Xuan, Master Diviner at the Divination Commission and one of the 6 charioteers. Far-flung friends ought to be received with fine wine. But alas, the heavens, earth, and body are not aligned for such an occasion. You'll allow for a postponement of the usual formalities, I trust? We should begin with the matter at hand.
What the actual heck is she saying?
If the method of my speech is offensive to you, you need but say.
We received an assignment from General Jing Yuan to arrest the Stellaron Hunter. Thank you, Diviner, for coming to our aid, but we must escort the fugitive to the General.
Essential. I hold a proclamation from the General here, if you care to see. Upon detaining the Stellaron Hunter, questioning and all further arrangements are to be undertaken by the Divination Commission.
Did the General just spare us a walk with Kafka? I knew he was a good guy.
Understood. However, the General promised that all intel would be shared with us. We have a right to know anything that Kafka divulges.
Oh? That guy. Can I go one day without him throwing me under the...
We won't make things any more complicated than they need to be. We just want to listen in on the questioning.
Very well. Urgency demands fluidity. The 3 of you shall accompany me to the Divination Commission.
Can't we do the questioning here? The Stellaron Hunters are slippery. What if she makes a break for it?
While I am here, she will not escape. Only the Divination Commission has the methods to make her talk and bring the truth to light. The time has arrived. We must depart. Please proceed.
Let's disembark here, benefactors.
I may live in relative seclusion, but I can recognize my own territory. Why did you bring us here? Does this look like the Divination Commission to you?
No need to yell, Master Diviner. The Meridian pin is malfunctioning, and I couldn't find the entrance to the delve. I wanted to get us straight to our destination, but this is the only place I could dock the star skiff. Look, Exalting Sanctum. This is a safe place. Let's just walk the rest of the way from here.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the Martian water trigrams. The vessel is stranded and the way is blocked.
I heard the Xianzhou can tell your fortune. Is that how they do it? Anyone can count on their fingers. Yeah. So I'm a layman. Why don't you enlighten me, oh connoisseur?
I just performed some quick divination, and the hexagram is consistent with our current predicament. The star skiff cannot take us to the Divination Commission today. Alas, without me in charge to handle the Stellaron crisis, I dare not even imagine the kind of mess the Commission must be in.
It's true. The Divination Commission really can't go a single day without Lady Fu.
That's why you have to develop your talent pool. Otherwise, everything falls apart when you go on vacation.
Since you are clearly ignorant of the Commission's internal affairs, I shall absolve you of your ridiculous remarks. I'm going ahead to make some inquiries. Goodbye. The prisoner must follow me every step of the way. This is Jing Yuan's order.
You might not want to hear this, but your general gave us his word. We have to be present when you question Kafka.
You think too little of me. My word is my bond. I will stick to my promise even if this delve collapses. That's very unlikely, by the way. To have this prisoner speak, the Commission must resort to unconventional means, the nature of which is confidential and cannot be disclosed. Forgive me. But I can assure you that the questioning will not begin until you arrive, even if that means wasting precious time. I have appointed someone to wait for you in front of Exalting Sanctum Plaza. Once we've consolidated our internal affairs, you will be brought into the Divination Commission. Please be patient.
Okay. We trust you. I think I offended someone again. Hey, are you on her side? I just wanted to remind her not to break her promise, that's all.
Don't take it to heart, March. Miss Fushen seems like a reasonable lady. I'm sure she's not angry with you.
Really? I thought she was pretty icy. I don't know how to deal with people like that.
Okay, enough chit-chat. I reckon the Divination Commission could be a while. Let's take a look around.
Yeah! That star skiff was pretty cool. There must be loads of interesting things in Exalting Sanctum.
My stomach always feels funny when I'm nervous. What do I do?
That's the plaza. But I can't see anyone waiting for us. Should we look around?
What's going on with him? What is that?
Everybody stay back!
Give him this medicine! Make him lie down! I mean, make them lie down!
My turn! Here!
Naughty child, nap time.
It's time.
Try that again!
You won't get away.
You can't run! Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
Time for a shot.
That'll teach you a lesson. Ready to lie down now? Thanks for helping to stabilize the patients. Your assertive sedation techniques are quite effective.
Assertive sedation techniques? Does she mean beating people up?
However, these Cloud Knights were already sick, and now they're injured too. I've got to bandage up their wounds, realign their bones. Ugh, as if I didn't have enough on my plate.
Where did you come from, little one? Is your dad around?
I don't have a dad.
What about your mom?
I don't have a mom either. I get it. You think because I'm small, I must be a runaway child. Welcome to the Xian Show, my short-lived outsider friends. Appearances can be deceiving here. The Vidyadhara race is self-reincarnating. No mom or dad required. I've been studying the art of healing ever since I cast off my old shell. You're looking at a recognized, practicing, dedicated doctor.
Bellabog kids are making snowmen, while children here are writing prescriptions.
Things haven't been very peaceful in the lawful recently. Make sure you don't...
Go running around, right? Well, your general gave us an errand, so I'm afraid we have to.
Well, seeing as you saved me just now, if you're unlucky enough to acquire any breaks or sprains, I'll treat you for free. As for medicine, I'll give you a 20% discount. Ha! Do you have any idea how many people in the lawful are waiting for an appointment with me? You should count this as a blessing. If I hadn't left my purse at home, I wouldn't have to... Enough of that. I have patience to see.
Our little miracle worker seems very different from everyone else around. Don't you think, Mr. Yang?
So this is the Vidyadhara. I've only ever read about them. They're known as the Dragon Race. Not hard to see why.
That's the best I can do.
What's that supposed to...
What else am I supposed to do? The route back to the Alchemy Commission has disappeared, and we're in the field without the right medicine or supplies. Besides, we have no record of this disease at all. These symptoms are consistent with someone about to be stricken with Mara.
According to his medical record, this man is barely over 200 years old. He only just joined the Cloud Knights. How can he possibly be Mara-struck? Why don't... If it goes on like this, the judges of the Ten Lords Commission will have to come out and clean up this mess.
When it rains, it pours. The Artisanship Commission has its own issues. It sounds serious, too. Go and inform the Cloud Knights. See if... Oh, my apologies. I'm an orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. Judging by your dress, you must be visitors to the Lawfu. Sorry, the Xianzhou is currently caught in unusual circumstances. But the Cloud Knights will resolve the issues as soon as possible. For safety reasons, please stay in your residence and refrain from going out for the time being. If the port is still open, I would suggest you take a boat to Starskiff Haven right away. Though, I heard the route may have been temporarily suspended. Oh, that reminds me. I have a friend with a Starskiff and a travel permit. He could help you and your friends get over quickly. The price is fair and negotiable. What do you think? Well now, you must be quite special. Hey, don't spread this around, but this isn't some small-scale maintenance drill. The General has sent the Cloud Knights to check for hidden dangers. You may not need it right now, but if there's any help I can give you, come to me anytime.
Everyone, please remain calm. This is an announcement from the Realm Keeping Commission General Bureau. Exalting Sanctum is temporarily closing its borders and navigation routes. The details will be outlined in the official bulletin sent to your Jade Abacus soon. If you feel unwell, please report to the Realm Keeping Commission as soon as possible. We have doctors from the Alchemy Commission here who will see you free of charge. We will be distributing a bag of protein rice and emergency medicine to each of you. You can collect the supplies from me in person, or the Commission can deliver them to your door. I heard there's a problem with their Meridian Pin. Some diviners and stargazers managed to escape the delve. Many of them were terrified. They were muttering about plants and roots. Something terrible must have happened there. Do you have friends trapped in the delve? If you're worried about them, find a diviner and see if they can tell you what happened. Please register with your Jade Abacus bracelet. Oh, you must be an outsider. I see. Please, sign here. I want to say it's all in a day's work, but I've been here for 12 hours already. When will this end?
Excuse me, miss. Hold on a moment. It was only thanks to your help earlier that the Dragon Lady and those Exalting Sanctum residents got away unscathed. The Dragon Lady of the Alchemy Commission, Lady Bailu.
You mean the child? She's starting to sound like a big shot.
A friend in the Skyfaring Commission told me the General commissioned guests to deal with the troubles on the Lawfu. You must be the guests. If you don't mind, I hope you can take the time to come to the Realm Keeping Commission. I'd like to talk to you about the issues Exalting Sanctum is currently facing.
Noise.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help. Will of Preservation.
that's right. Forgive my forgetfulness. Glad you came. It's great to have one of the General's distinguished guests helping us out. My Realm-Keeping Commission colleagues failed to provide adequate care for the Dragon Lady. I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of them for rescuing her back in Exalting Sanctum Plaza. As I'm sure you're aware, symptoms of Mara have been spreading ever since the Stellaron incident occurred. Thanks to the Ten Lords' Commission, being stricken with Mara had long since become a terrifying but avoidable fate for Xianzhou natives. The puzzling thing is that despite the Commission's protection, we're now more and more citizens, in particular those dealing with great risks and stress like the Cloud Knights, are becoming stricken with Mara. Moreover, the Mara-struck have taken on a horrifying appearance, as if they're turning into some sort of monster. It's certainly different. That appears to be the case. No smoke without fire, as they say. Despite being just a servant of the Realm-Keeping Commission, spending a considerable amount of time on the front lines has sharpened my senses to potential dangers. You're a capable person, and since the General entrusted you with locating the Stellaron, it's only a matter of time before you run into Mara-struck. If you come across any clues, remember to inform the Realm-Keeping Commission straight away. My colleagues and I will handle any situation with haste and to the best of our ability. Speaking of which, have you made any discoveries so far? I read the letter. I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea how to handle this problem. It's beyond the Realm-Keeping Commission's jurisdiction. I contacted the seat of Divine Foresight, which is overseen by the General. Allow me to introduce Madame Qingzhu, General Jing Yuan's chief counselor. I think it'll be easier if she explains the letter to you.
I read the letter you obtained from the Mara-struck. While the Cloud Knights were searching for the Stellaron's whereabouts, I was carrying out the General's orders, tracking down clues on the Mara-struck. Thanks to your efforts, we now have a lead. To an outsider, this letter appears to be nothing more than good news detailing a recovery from a chronic illness. However, what is actually being discussed is a violation of the 10 unpardonable sins. It's heresy. Correct. The term merciful medicus is one of respect, one that any law-abiding citizen of the Alliance would never dare utter. It refers to none other than the enemy of the people of the Xianzhou, the one we now call the Plague's author, the Eon of Abundance, Yao Shi. The author of this letter was likely the Mara-struck you defeated. My guess is he was led astray and poisoned while under the pretext of being cured. You saw how such actions remind me of an organization that was eradicated from the Xianzhou 1,000 years ago. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. They were disciples of the abundance that sought to restore the way of immortality by unearthing a forbidden remedial formula. It's hard to believe that a group that was wiped out so long ago would suddenly rear its head and create chaos once more. The seat of Divine Foresight needs to learn all it can about this organization's status. Before, if you come across any similar clues about the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, come and find me at the seat of Divine Foresight. These kinds of first-hand accounts are exactly what we require. Don't worry. The seat of Divine Foresight always rewards those who contribute to our efforts. I recently received some intel. It seems that certain individuals are taking advantage of the current chaos to lure in outworlders around Exalting Sanctum. Maybe we sent an undercover investigator out a few months ago. They provided us with a rough idea of the situation. Unfortunately, it seems suspicions were aroused. We lost contact with the agent. You are a fresh face in the Lawfu, and an outworlder. I would feel more at ease if I could leave this matter with you.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Cultured people love visiting here.
You'd be a tool to miss a
Need your
tile.
extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further. Need your extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Excuse me, guest from another world. Please spare me a moment of your time. Do you yearn for immortality? Excellent. Who would turn down the opportunity to live forever? The Xianzhou doesn't care one bit about the well-being of short-life species. They stubbornly blockade the glorious path to immortality. My name is Green Hibiscus. I came to Exalting Sanctum in hopes of a fated encounter with one such as yourself. One who is also on the road to immortality. What do you say? How about we find a more suitable spot to talk about all this? Let's make haste. There are too many people here to linger. Here we are. This is the place. Relax. By the mercy of Sanctus Medicus, I will not harm you. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I was unable to expose my true identity in Exalting Sanctum, but now I can reveal everything. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus is a devout group, holding firm in their belief that Merciful Medicus is the one ultimate faith. As followers, we refer to ourselves as disciples. Dedicated. If you wish to gain the means to immortality, then you must become a disciple. But to become a disciple, you must first pass several small trials. Please excuse me. Our expansion has unfortunately attracted the attention of those devilish archer followers. If we are not careful, the consequences could be unthinkable. No need to be concerned about him. Much like yourself, he is here to undergo the trials. Only those led astray by followers of the devilish archer could despise Merciful Medicus. Sadly, there are many such people. Too many. Every species yearns for the favor and curing of Merciful Medicus, regardless of whether they have heard of the abundance or not. Foxians yearn to cure themselves of their 300-year lifespan. The Videodora yearn to cure themselves of the pain of reincarnation and lack of progeny. As for Xianzhou natives, they long to cure themselves of the torture of becoming Mara-struck. Of course, we know that this torture is rather a kind of blessed evolution. To return to your question, Sanctus Medicus can cure the aging that short-life species face, along with disease and death. Sanctus Medicus can do for you what they did for the Xianzhou natives. What you seek, you will surely find. Merciful Medicus is magnanimous. They do not lightly refuse a prayer. As such, the initiation trials for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus are nothing arduous. All you must do is transcribe this copy of Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus's Salvation 500 times by hand. This will allow your brothers and sisters to trust your faith, and you to become a disciple. This scripture is central to the disciples. You must maintain a pious heart during the transcription. It would be best if you could memorize the text. Of course, this is but the first trial. Once you have become a disciple, you will undergo numerous others. Excessive! The old rules dictated that the text be copied 50,000 times. I myself undertook such a feat. Nowadays, the Master takes greater pity on the common people. Hence, the number has been reduced to a mere 500.
Get over here!
Took you long enough. I know you. You're here undercover, right? So am I! You've got to believe me! I'm a Cloud Knight from the Exalting Sanctum garrison! That green hibiscus has been sneaking around spreading heretical lies for a while now. That's why I'm here, to spy on him! They were suspicious of me as soon as I arrived. It took a lot of effort to make them believe I wanted to become a disciple. I have my reasoning. Cults like this want to recruit people with influence in law and order. I wanted them to know I was a Cloud Knight. Always know your enemy. Shh! Keep your voice down. These disciples don't miss much. If they discover us, we won't make it out of here. You can trust me with the transcription. I spent over 150 years pen pushing in the seat of divine foresight before I became a Cloud Knight. I could do this in my sleep. Listen carefully. I help you copy the text, you cover for me, and I get word out to the seat of divine foresight.
Take your time, still your mind, and transcribe the text. Allow the beautiful enlightenment of thousand-handed, merciful Medicus's salvation to permeate your being. You're finished? So soon? Let me see. Yes, it would appear you are finished. A fast and accurate transcription. It seems you are destined for immortality. Calm yourself. The initiation is divided into 2 steps. You and the Cloud Knight have completed the first. Now...
Sure, but can it wait till tomorrow? I'm supposed to be on duty right now. They'll get suspicious if I don't head back soon.
No need to worry. The second step is extraordinarily simple. It'll all be over soon enough. The disciple's initiation is governed by the following principle. Never accept who you suspect, and never suspect who you accept. It's time for you two to battle it out. Whoever survives will officially become a disciple. Transcribing scripture allows us to ascertain your devotion, but determining whether or not you'll be loyal to the organization requires a stronger guarantee.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're kidding, right? We came here to lengthen our lifespans, not shorten them. You can't just make us fight like this.
We aren't forcing you to fight. By all means, refuse if you wish. But we won't possibly be able to let either of you leave.
Fine. But at least let me prepare. I've never done anything like this before.
Very well, but you'll need to ask your opponent, too. Good. Then prepare yourselves. Time is precious. Make it quick. Where are you going? The trial isn't over.
Listen, I have an idea that will let you join the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and let me get the heck out of here in one piece. You and I fight, and I lose to you. I pretend that you finish me off. Then you pretend to help them remove my body by dragging me out of here. That way, we both accomplish our objectives. I've seen your skills. Please don't mess up and actually kill me. Good. I knew I could trust you. My life is in your hands.
So, have you prepared yourselves? Are you ready to fight? And you, Cloud Knight?
I'm ready.
Then, let's begin.
Well then, take this!
Try that again!
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Told you I could fight.
Time for a shot.
What magnificent skill! He was fierce, but no match for you. I'm glad you prevailed. That Cloud Knight waltzed straight up to us in uniform and asked if he could join. Hardly a convincing spectacle. I doubt I ever could have trusted him. Purple chrysanthemum, blue peach. Find somewhere to dispose of the body. Oh, you've dealt with this kind of thing before? A long-time associate, eh? You're well-connected, I see. This does have its advantages. Our brothers and sisters have been proselytizing and exalting sanctum over the last few days. We may have attracted the attention of the devils. As such, this can be your first mission as a disciple. You take an active approach to getting things done. I'll be sure to pass that on to my superiors. In any case, my hearty congratulations on your admission to the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Well, Grey Peony, let's depart separately to avoid attracting attention. We'll rendezvous at...
I did a good job playing dead, didn't I? Those people are out of their minds. Watch your step next time you're around them. With your skills, you've got a better chance than most. I should report back to the seat of divine foresight. Stay safe, friend.
Green Hibiscus agreed to meet me here, but there's no sight of him. What gives? There's a letter here. What's this on the envelope? Gray peony. The disciples sure know how to keep a low profile. Looks like I'll need to help them complete this mission. If they're looking to intercept mail, I should probably start by searching near Exalting Sanctum's Cycrane stands. Not on this stand. Let's check a different one.
Can someone explain? What am I looking at exactly?
Cultured people love visiting here.
You'd be a tool to miss
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
What's written on this package? Seat of Divine Foresight, urgent. This is it. The mail the disciples want to intercept. Seems like it's encrypted somehow. Makes sense. This is critical intelligence after all.
Noise.
Cracked. It's an internal order from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Judging from these urgent instructions, the disciples are aware of a Seat of Divine Foresight operation to infiltrate their ranks. No wonder Green Hibiscus was so eager to intercept this. I'll use my phone to make a copy and then hand it over to Green Hibiscus.
extractor cleaned or your star skiff?
You'd be a tool to miss a tile in the pool.
It's funny when I'm nervous. What do I do?
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Grey Peony. Grey Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal. No need for modesty. I've studied martial arts for years. I can tell how strong you are with just a glance. You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Good. So do I. I used to think determination and hard work were enough to achieve that. But I've come to realize it's not that simple. During my many years as a Cloud Knight, I realized something. An individual's strength is limited. So I abandoned my mortal body and became a faithful servant of merciful Medicus. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine, you will become like me. You will be able to break the shackles that the devilish archer author has used to chain your soul. You will gain unbridled power and freedom. The disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploits. They prepared the prescription for you personally. Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Given your strength, that shouldn't pose a problem. Do you have any questions? I don't know. I've heard our members are in the tens of thousands. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has a flat organizational structure. The head of each area reports directly to the Master. I know nothing about what goes on elsewhere. The benefit is that even if our enemies were to wipe out the Exalting Sanctum branch, it wouldn't affect our brothers and sisters in other areas. That's sensitive information. I know who they are, but for their security, I can't reveal their identities. It's not that I doubt your loyalty, Grey Peony. It's like I said, security. The boss? You mean the Master? You'll meet them, but for now there's no rush. All in good time. Keep fulfilling your duties, as you have been. With your strength, you'll have an audience with the Master in no time. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I once worked alongside those devils. I trained in spear techniques for almost a century. I nearly became a Cloud Knight instructor. But I was trapped in a weak mortal shell. I was never able to surpass the final barrier that separated me from the martial arts geniuses. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Once I took that medicine, I became more powerful than any mortal could ever dream of. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful spearmanship are no more. All that remains is a loyal disciple of merciful Medicus. Wait. You recognize me? Where do you know me from? Your face changed when you heard my name.
Mav Moons, sir. We have a problem. I suspect this person may be the agent who's been looking for you.
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent infiltrate our ranks?
I couldn't have known, sir. I witnessed this person slay a Cloud Knight before my very eyes.
Detestable. The devilish archer author allows these pitiful mortals to face death without fear. Self-sacrifice is their way of fooling us into opening our doors. Merciful Medicus has sharpened my senses. Nothing gets past me. A pathetic mortal like you could never understand. In that case, divine foresight devil, it's time for you to meet your demise. Merciful Medicus.
Oh, great. Hawa.
Time for a shot.
Lance at the ready.
You can't run!
A miracle.
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
You won't get away. I'm on guard.
You're annoying. Try that again. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Naughty child.
Lance at the ready.
You're annoying.
You won't get away. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Told you I could fight.
That's better.
Time for an
overhaul.
Perhaps you still don't have humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I'm on guard.
Tough luck running into me. Phew. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Time for a shot. Nap time. I have something for you.
Lance at the ready.
Try that again.
Immortality. Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus. Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress.
I'm on guard.
You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick.
Perhaps you still don't have humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Naughty child.
Much obliged. Lance at the ready.
You can't run.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Time for a shot. Nap time. I have something for you.
Try that again.
A miracle.
You can't run.
You won't get away.
Told you I could fight.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Here.
Naughty child.
Try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Time for a shot.
Time for an overhaul.
I'm on guard.
Immortality.
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Qingzhu lost contact with. He joined the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the seat of divine foresight and tell Qingzhu. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened? Did everything go as planned? Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates, using notions of power and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures. Down a path, you've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the Seat of Divine Foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? The current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. We dispatched agents, but they were only able to linger on the edges of the organization. Your operation is the furthest anyone's managed to infiltrate. The Seat of Divine Foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Or have they been lurking in the darkness all along? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at a hidden conspiracy. It's troubled me deeply over recent few months. It's hard to tell what all of this is building towards. Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that only a handful of agents have successfully slipped into the organization, and the majority of them lacked the strength you had to make it back unscathed after their identity was exposed. They didn't have the wisdom and good fortune to gain the organization's trust quickly. An agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. Doing so would mean the end of their life as they knew it. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who managed to delve into the group's core and obtain so much first-hand information. Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus' Salvation is a manuscript transcribed from a sacred text. I don't know where the Disciples obtained it. It likely consists of fragments of banned works from the Befall era. As I see it, there isn't anything particularly alarming about the text. It recalls the acts of the plague's author's warped creatures from an equally warped perspective. The scripture doesn't have the power to lead people astray. They do that to themselves. But it does feed lies and false hope. The prescription you acquired is beyond my knowledge. There are a few reliable alchemists that reside in Exalting Sanctum. I'd like to ask you to consult with them on the particulars of the prescription. This will allow the Seed of Divine Foresight to have a clear target for creating an antidote. Given that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus has become aware of our operation, it's about time the Seed of Divine Foresight reeled in its net. If you turn up any details about the prescription, feel free to come back and find me anytime.
Why, hello there. Anything I can help you with? So, this is official Seed of Divine Foresight business, eh? Then I'll do everything I can to assist you. Haha! Let's take a look at this prescription you mentioned. If this request had come from anywhere else, it would have seemed like a joke. But the Seed of Divine Foresight only deals in the serious. I can't understand this prescription, and I imagine that other alchemists won't be able to make sense of it either. I recommend you go directly to the chief alchemist, Lady Dan Shu. Lady Dan Shu is renowned for her unique line of reasoning. She's proposed several prescriptions that would have been incomprehensible to us if she hadn't explained the pharmacology. Still, those same prescriptions have always been able to produce miraculous effects. Lady Dan Shu is a truly all the more amazing given her sightlessness, wouldn't you say? Lady Dan Shu likes to pass the time over at Sinwood Pavilion. I'm sure you'll run into her if you head that way.
I've been looking forward to meeting you. You have a very distinct scent. Losing one sense forces the other senses to become sharper. I heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to assess. Can you read it? Thank you. A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you.
know how to fix a star skiff?
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there? It's like one of those messages a kidnapper sends in a horror movie.
That's enough of that. Come on, let's go.
Hurry up, Chingcha. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve. I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Qingque.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacks in height, she more than makes up for in stamina. Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking.
It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor? What kind of problem can they possibly be facing?
Isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck. Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests. I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! Pass! So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And wouldn't that be more fun, too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime, Celestial Jade! Ha-ha! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests. I must apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
It wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste. If you're interested, I can show you how to play. It's great fun.
Sure.
Mr. Yang, is this really the best time?
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Luofu's prized treasure.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether. From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens, and from it, celestial bodies hung.
Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Xianzhou?
Those are metaphors. You shouldn't take poetry so literally. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
I don't believe in
Is your
ghosts.
extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look.
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close. Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside. You may be the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her. So strange.
Oh, let me guess, the gate isn't working?
I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And no one told me to take a key. Hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests.
Are you really from the Divination Commission?
Don't scare me. Master Diviner wouldn't let anything bad happen on her watch. There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access.
Get away.
Perhaps you still don't have... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Here it is. You seem familiar. Is this where you...
Ugh, Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Chinchilla for messing up once again.
I knew I'd offended that diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqi, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun. Amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keeper of the Loafing Gate to you.
Anyone here surprised? Anyone?
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
That'll do.
I'm on guard.
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
You won't get away.
Tough luck running into me. Phew.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Lance at the ready. Lance, forward!
Here!
Naughty Chuck.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale jade abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
We've heard the term jade abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A jade abacus is just a jade abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Nous, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Nous. Even in Madame Herta's space station, I never saw anything related to Nous.
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a jade abacus or a computer? Just like today, would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingque? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the Heaven and Thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fushen,
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a divination commission fortune? The matrix of prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the matrix of prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
but your Fushen, the seer, the boundless omniscient, bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fushen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So general. Even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the matrix of prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Qingque is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. It's nice to have people I can entrust with difficult matters. I'm not like the General, and you don't even belong to my commission. I certainly won't be bossing you around.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience's base terminals and eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way. Yes, but you needn't worry. You have my permission. Qingque will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits...
Psst. I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever.
What? Which magic word?
The universal one? Please?
Oh. Please.
Oh, good enough.
Qingque, restarting the base terminals will be your responsibility. Oh, and forget everything you saw and heard just now.
It's been a while, my astro guests. Thanks to you, the Lawfu has successfully brought Kafka to justice. I am truly grateful. There hadn't been a single Stellaron hunter arrest since the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation issued their bounty. How can we compete when our paths diverge? The Alliance has taken an oath to hunt down undying abominations, while the IPC is dedicated to their preservation. The Alliance and the Corporation occasionally work together, but ultimately, our ways are different. Still, It's a pleasure for me to be able to say that the Xianzhou has captured a criminal wanted by the IPC. Still, at present, Kafka has no intention of speaking, and the Stellaron Hunter's motives remain unknown. We must rely on the power of the Divination Commission to unearth the truth.
Unearth the truth? You mean interrogate Kafka with the Matrix of Prescience?
Precisely. The Matrix of Prescience is the Divination Commission's ultimate weapon. It was originally used to calculate navigation routes and predict future events. But the secrets of the Stellaron Hunters cannot remain hidden any longer. I have no choice but to move beyond conventional protocol. We must use divination to ascertain Kafka's intent. Everything hinges on restoring the Matrix of Prescience, which is why I would like you to help Diviner Fu complete the setup. I am eternally grateful for your assistance.
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time. That should do it.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple. Don't you think?
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me. This must be the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish the causal relationships between objects. Done. Next.
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the C&Jo. It's an arumaton. It's guarding the matrix of prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a rage if we walk past it?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the Matrix of Prescience. Friends, not foes.
Passage prohibited.
March! You should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something!
Oh, great. We'll walk in the park.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Oh, great. A walk in the park. Cute! Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Time for an overhaul.
Criminal.
You can't run! Try that again.
Naughty child, nap time.
Tough luck running into me. Here!
I'm okay.
Try that again.
Time for a shot. That's better.
Much obliged.
I'm okay.
Cute! Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move. You can't run! Try that again.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
My turn. Here!
I have something for you.
You can't run!
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I'm okay.
Try that again.
Much obliged.
I'm on guard.
Tough luck running into me.
Time for
Try
an
hard
overhaul.
sometime. Watch this awesome move. You can't run. Try that again.
Naughty child. That's better.
Thanks a lot.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You can't run.
Lance at the ready.
Time for a shot.
Much obliged.
Annoying.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Perhaps you still don't... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move. You can't run. Here. Try that again.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. I'm okay.
You can't run.
That's better.
Much obliged.
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
I have something for you.
on guard.
You can't run!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Nap time.
Let me guess. Time, karma. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that. Noise.
We did it. All 3 terminals activated.
Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner. Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny. Not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with Estellaron, but you... It's you. Absurd! I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
you haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Really? Well, that's good. I wouldn't want to affect your image of me. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Cienjo. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the matrix of prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Cienjo. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Cienjo. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Cienjo will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Cienjo? Quite the plot twist, don't you think? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook, the destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
Lorcha, you didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
Ah, I've heard the story of Long the Permanents and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Oh, miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
You can be good firewood.
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt. Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go. Fighting is meaningless.
You're not going anywhere.
I've no interest in conflict. Don't worry about me. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let me through.
Fighting is meaningless.
Want to see what I can do?
Receive divinity.
Don't worry about me.
Repay.
Let me through. Dodge this.
I've no interest in conflict.
Surprise, Phoenix!
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Miss, are you okay?
What do you think?
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet.
My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me
to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Curious.
How... oh, what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wakespan might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Come with me. I've never seen anything like it.